Well, I finally got him. I got Rex. And, I mean, the box isn't perfect, but, I mean, it's a little dinged up, but, I mean, compared to what I've seen others go through, he just slides off there. I was thinking that it actually opened like the Kylo Ren, which kind of sucks because I want to hang it on the wall. And, you know, obviously I wouldn't be able to show off Rex if I did that, because he's ready to go right out of the... At first you have to click invisible ties. There's a ton of them. But he does have this. One thing I don't know if anybody else has had trouble with is getting his helmet all the way down. On mine, I've tried every which way, and still his helmet will not go all the way down. So you see a little bit of flesh if you hold it up, and you can pull it down, but it's very loose. I don't know what's up with the copper lines. Those weren't there. You know, he does have that dirty look on purpose. I kind of would have preferred a pristine look just because eventually all of them get that dirty look anyway. You know, they get that age, so these will be double what. But on the other hand, then it makes it harder for someone to say, you know, it looks crummy. But I mean, it does. It looks like he's gone through war. You've got the 7 kills there. I'm sure he's got a lot. I know he's got a lot more. There you go. So there's 17, 19 kills. I'm sure he's got a lot more somewhere. Pauldron is awesome. A little extra packet here. You can put whatever he wants in there. Ammunition. He comes with, and I haven't even taken them out yet. This is just an unboxing. I'll do a full review later when I can. So he's got the two handguns that he used. He's got the big boy. Now I hope that scope. Okay, I hope. Why is there a scope on the bottom of it? That. Okay, I'll figure that out when I unbox it fully. And of course, his standard gun. But one thing is, he does have great stability. Even without having to mess with his feet or anything, he stays standing. I'll take the helmet off. Pull it off. See, like I said, I had it jammed on there. Oh, by the way, it has more kills on. I guess I should show that. More kills. More kills. I don't think he would have had room. He would have had to start doing his body. Okay, so we slid that off. He does have full. I mean, he looks all the way down and all the way up. Now, you tell me if that looks like Tamira Morrison. I'm going to put a picture of him first, so you will have already seen it. You tell me. He's supposed to be a clone of, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, Tamira Morrison, Jango Fett. He doesn't look like the Rex. I mean, the only difference was supposed to be the hair. That does not look like. I guess this was not the 3D mapped one. I'm pretty sure of that. And he's got Forrest Whitaker eye. Look at the right eye. Look at the left. By the way, he turns and you know, he's a solid figure. I'm just not as impressed. $33 with shipping, as I kind of wish I hadn't cut those things. But I'm sure that he'll retain his worth. And there, from the distance, you can almost see the Tamira Morrison Jango Fett look, but it's not even close, though. I mean, when you get up close. So, And then I don't know. I guess it's cool that he's all dirty, but I think they maybe got a little carried away. But he does have crazy articulation, and even with the pauldron, his arm goes out. I would say this for the review, but whatever. And here's another thing. Okay, if you're gonna make everything dirty on him, right? Why would the pauldron, all that, be perfectly brand new looking skirts? They didn't age them at all, or dirty them up at all. So it's kind of like that's there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. So I don't know. You make up your own mind on that. But these are just my first impressions. I'm just glad to have gotten them in a box that wasn't melted, and I can put them back into easily. I guess I could always just tie them back down into it and display them in the inner box. And I don't know, maybe put this beside it. But he does look. Actually, to me, he looks better without the helmet. Just because I find this helmet to be between them dirtying it up. Let me see. Let's show you. Between them, kind of doing the dirtied up. He's been through health stuff. They added that copper thing that I don't remember ever being there in the Clone Wars or after. In fact, I have all the Rex figures. I'm gonna look and compare. Maybe that he did, but. I mean, it is cool to have that to come down. Although it does, you gotta be careful, especially when you're taking it out of the package, because you can tell it's flimsy. I mean, look at that. That's flimsy. It's ready. I mean, I can hear a lot of complaints probably if someone messed with it enough. But obviously, as a collector's eye, no one's gonna really do that. Well, something inside there probably. Oh, the screw for that. The kills, that's cool. Keeps the dirty theme going, but it's just not like like when if you get the Grand Admiral kit, or even when I got Kylo, it was the first time we had him without his face and a helmet, and you got Darth Vader's face. Well, I'm not gonna say I was awed. I'm kind of more still awed by things like Unleashed Emperor, but. I still have a lot of stuff to review, obviously, and I'm going to get to it. I just keep having health problems getting in the way, but this is what you get for the Rex and the actual Rex. I really do wish they had aged. If you're gonna go with the age thing, go all the way. Not like you went and just changed the pauldron. I mean, they could have added some scratches to it. They could have just done the same aging they did to everything else. I mean, be consistent. I love I gotta admit, I love all the kills everywhere. Let's face it, though, we saw in the Clone Wars that he took out thousands, probably. So, I don't know. See, here we go with the copper line. And does the copper line go? No. Boy, I mean, it's funny. I'm glad it's made this way, because this is the nightmare scenario. I mean, this is where normally, if it's like a 1977 one in a Stormtrooper, and it looks like this, you're like, shit. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I'm adding. I don't know how this will work. I had to clip this because somebody called. Great. As far as the ease of getting the helmet back on, and like I said, I'm just one-handing this because it's just an unboxing. Full review will come after I get every gun out and mess around with them a little bit. Let's see if I can just slide it on there. Let's see. Like I said, it's very difficult. I recommend putting it back like that, so that way, if you're sliding it onto him like so, you don't have to worry about. There we go. Snapped. It snapped in. Okay, so it snapped in hard. You had to have heard the snap. So if he's looking up, you've got to push that back down. It's kind of like reminds me of Darth Vader. If you remember the Vader with the Anakin head for the Black Series, where the helmet, it's not that bad, but it is kind of. I wish they would have gone a little further towards the front. I mean, I can pull it, and I mean, I can't push it down any further. So that's, and it does want to come off quite easily. So the head does not move it the same as the body. You tell me what you think. Still love it. Glad I got it. It's a really rare thing. I wish they had aged the caping there and aged this. I mean, if he's still wearing dirty armor, then I guess if he's in the middle of a fight, this would be dirty too. So with that, and his face would even, they could have put a little. But this isn't Mafex. This is Black Series. It's SDCC. So it's kind of cool to have. It's very cool to have. What am I saying? And of course, he's very, very, very. And I like that he has much stiffer. He's much easier to pose than say Kylo over there, where the legs just tend to splay out. Like you can get him into any position almost. Of course, he falls right when I say that. But I have him in an extreme position now. Anyway, enough of that. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Thank you and have a great day.